there's a couple of points on there where you talk about improving customer satisfaction and also reducing customer service center contact rates as well. So, and forgive me for putting you on the spot with this one, but I kind of looked at that and I thought, this is really interesting. I'd be really interested to get Ed's view on, you know, if you were going into an organization with a brief to improve one of those two things, from a supply chain point of view, where do you start?
I'd start at the end, actually. I would, and what I mean with the end is, what's the customer telling you? That can be very different from maybe what a buyer or merchandiser is telling you. It's so start at the customer. You can see the trends, and it's of course it's look at the data, look at the insights. What is that saying? And you might get a customer that comes with a point of view, think, okay, unfortunately that's just a bad day. That's a bad day in the office. That's a bad delivery experience, and they are always going to happen, and it's about managing them. But you do clearly and quite quickly get a trend. So identify what's coming in, identify where are you leaking, how do you put those right, define a strategy around that. And I thoroughly enjoyed every time I went to the customer care team. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I have to take my hat off to the people that work in the teams, who are dealing with multiple screens and multiple systems, and of course we have the customers are ringing up with lots of questions, sometimes demands, and you've got to manage all of that. But out of all of that chaos, you can really get some hugely insightful information, and then just come back up that supply chain. Or you could actually take it from both ends by go, okay, from the point of checkout, what happens from that point on? Clearly knowing what happens. And more and more retailers are now in a place where they've got a really clear view of every step that happens, and they need to have that, because then if something does go wrong, you go, okay, yes, that happened. Okay, that happened. That didn't happen. So why didn't that happen? And identifying it, is that a one-off? Is it something that we need to address? But absolutely, holding hands with the customer care team and the leadership of the customer care team, I believe, is absolutely pivotal to making sure that you get that right experience.